Project: The Story of a Painting. Organised in collaboration with the law firm Alex Klavinch. Džemma Skulme, Folksong, 1969. In order to understand the message of the painting Folksong, one has to remember the context of life at the time. The most seismic event in 1968 was undoubtedly the invasion of Czechoslovakia by Soviet armed forces. How could this artist articulate her response to this brutal demonstration of military force, if the only means of expression beyond the reach of censorship were symbol and metaphor? This is the context in which we must look at the singing maiden in folk costume, who has been knocked to the ground in Džemma Skulme's painting. Our only means of concluding that she is in fact singing lies within the painting's title. In truth, the depicted image is more of a scream of pain. The bleeding woman is remotely reminiscent of a deformed mass, incapable of doing anything else other than desperately screaming and crying in response to unbearable pain. This is one of the most direct illustrations of brutal violence expressed in neo-expressionist form in Latvian art. The brutal manner is the most appropriate depiction of the suffering of a soul overcome by pain. Given the imminent approach of the 1970 Song Festival and the centenary of Lenin's birth, what else was a maiden in folk costume to do other than sing? Silence on the part of this girl would have appeared more suspicious. However, at the same time, it is clear that painting in 1969, between the bloody events in Prague and Lenin's anniversary, Džemma Skulme could not afford to allow her raped heroine to sing anything other than a song of pain. Of course, we can clearly perceive such an interpretation today. Looking back with the benefit of a certain degree of hindsight and a completely different political situation, the metaphorical power of the visual image is also evident here. Under conditions of Soviet censorship, it was possible for the figure of a maiden in folk costume to bear a protest message of this kind on her shoulders, the like of which it would have been almost impossible to present in uncoded form in the public space in any other guise.